Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another MAHADONIII Talks Football. Today we're going to be exploring who should be our number one penalty taker. We've never had a proper penalty taker since Benzema's departure. Even after that, we've had Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Joselu, and a bunch of other people taking penalties throughout the seasons. Last year it was mainly Vinicius and a bit of Rodrigo and Joselu. This year it's a whole lot more complicated. It's Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, and Vinicius Jr. Three different penalty takers because they're three stars, and we're just gonna have to figure out who should be it. But before I tell you everything, this is what Ancelotti had to say. Ancelotti mentioned that he will be making the decision after witnessing so many missed penalties, especially in big moments that were very crucial to the game and to us winning. Therefore, he will be choosing. He didn't mention who it was. He said it could be Vinicius, it could be Kylian Mbappe, it could be Jude Bellingham, it could be Modric, it could even be Arda Güler. He did not mention anyone specific. So it will depend on who's on the field, who's playing, and it will evidently just come down to Ancelotti and what he thinks is the best choice for the penalty taker. And I think that would be the best thing for the team. As for statistically speaking, Real Madrid so far has had a bunch of different penalties taken so far this season. We've had Jude Bellingham take two penalties, score one, miss one. One against Valencia, of course, the most recent game before the Copa del Rey, which was a key moment. We really needed that penalty. Luckily, he managed to get himself another goal and we won that game. Kylian Mbappe has had a whole lot more penalties. He's missed two big games. One against Liverpool, which we lost 2-0, and one against Athletic Club, which we lost 2-1. Two big games that we lost, and two penalties that should have put us somewhere near a win or a draw at the very least. So that's another big issue. But as for Vinicius Jr., you might be asking, he's managed to score 100% of all of his shots. But you might say he didn't take shots against hard teams, or he didn't take shots in big moments, tenseful moments, high pressure moments. And that's a fair point. Of course, if you compare him to Mbappe, for example, Vinicius probably had the more easier penalties to take. So based on everything, who should be the penalty taker? And this is what I think. I think that we have veteran players. We have Luka Modric, we have Antonio Rudiger, we have Lucas Vazquez, and a bunch of other people who could also take penalties, including Vinicius, Mbappe, Jude, Rodrigo, and all of that. Why are we not looking at allowing Modric to shoot the penalties? Why not Lucas Vazquez? Why not Antonio Rudiger? Who said that centre back can't take penalties, Ramos used to be taking our penalties after Ronaldo left. What's wrong with that? There is nothing wrong with that, and he was a fantastic penalty taker. My point is also Lucas Vazquez is well known in scoring penalties and penalty shootouts in much bigger stadiums, in much bigger pressures and more tense moments, So Lucas Vazquez is also an ideal candidate. Why not? Just because he's playing relatively badly this season when it comes to his defensive role, it doesn't mean he's offensively weak. It doesn't mean he doesn't know how to shoot. His shooting capabilities is actually quite impressive for a person who's had a mixed role over the years in the club. So we can't really put him on the side. He's one person that we gotta consider. We gotta put his name down on the table firmly. We also have Luka Modric. I don't even need to say anything about Luka Modric. His legacy, his legendary status already explains it all in football. There is no need for me to explain it. But we also have Valverde. Valverde is an insane shooter, bro. He shoots smashing goals from outside the box. I don't think a penalty would be such a big deal for him, honestly. But if I had to choose, and if I had to choose between the three people who are currently rotating and taking it based on their decisions with one another, I'd say Vinicius Jr. for the sole reason that he's been taking most of the penalties after Benzema, and also he's had so far 100% record this season. So why not? Let's keep it going. If he scored all the penalties so far, then why not let him keep going? Mbappe, maybe not. Maybe he just needs to still take his time and adapt and really focus on scoring goals in a normal play before taking such a big responsibility in penalty shootouts or penalty kicks. And as for Jude Bellingham, he's not a striker. He's not a goal scorer. He's a cam midfielder. He makes the passes, you know. He's a playmaker in a way. Of course, he scores plenty of goals, fantastic goals, but he's not a striker at the end of this day. So I also wouldn't put him. And I'm saying this based on them three. But if I'm talking about taking the collective, I'd put Luka Modric or Lucas Vasquez or someone like Valverde. These There's a whole lot of talent in the team. Arda Güler is someone who was mentioned by Carlo Ancelotti. We've never seen Arda Güler shoot a penalty in Real Madrid, so why not give him a chance? Maybe he could be our best penalty taker. Look, there's a lot to discover and there's a lot to consider. So for now, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. This is what I had to say, but if you guys really want to pull it out of me and say who I would say it's either Vinicius or Modric. One of the two. That's it. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. It's MAHADONIII Talks Football. Bye bye.